So let's see. I don't know if I'm recording yet. Hello. So, I noticed that Facebook was at least showing me the comments when I was watching Michelle's live, and because I didn't have a good way to set up the right angle with my cell phone, I'm using my Chromebook again, and I hope it'll let me see comments and people online. I don't know if it will. It might have only been the people viewing things that they fixed. But anyway, I hope they fixed it where that even if I'm live, that I can see comments. I'm hoping that fixed both issues. But anyway, I'm a little bit early. Let me see what time my cell phone says. I'm charging my cell phone. It's got 7 more minutes. I had, I can't remember what I had. Anyway, yeah, I had gotten a thing like this. Oops, it's sticky. Yeah, and I have 2 of them. Well, I save jars all the time, and I gotten that, and I thought, well, let me stick it. Oops, my sharpener went bye-bye. I'll find it later. I have to find it before Thursday. Roomba will try to vacuum it up, and it will knock it around, probably. In this case, since it's not under the bed, it'll knock it under the bed. I don't want that. When I drop things under the bed, Roomba eventually knocks it out from under the bed, which I like. And apparently my lighting is going in and out, and I don't know if that's because I'm moving. But anyway, we got 5 more minutes, and so I'm going to put my cell phone down and just start talking. I'm going to go ahead and get my gloves on. Can't press buttons on my laptop or on my cell phone when I have the gloves on. So I have to get the gloves on, and when you're working with resin, you want the protection. When I'm sanding the pieces, and I have a nail filer I'm using, but some people have the Dremel. But when you're sanding the pieces, you especially probably need to protect your arms. And so I have this that matches my apron. But right now I'm finding it very hot to do that. And apparently I did have an allergic reaction because of the resin. So anyway, my niece Ella wanted to watch me making the dinosaur that she requested me get. I wish I had a brush, but I don't. So we're gonna do a little bit of pre thing. I do have a brush. Okay, brush. So let's see. Which one do I want? Any, miny, mo. Okay. Maybe I'll go with. I need one that. Well, I can wash it out, can't I? Because I'm using this same stuff. Ooh, yeah, that one's better. Okay, I can wash it out. Okay. So, I'm going to come in here. There, you see where the hands are? I'm going to put a little dusting in there for the hands. Ella wanted to watch me do this, but I told her when I would be online. I didn't think she would be here. So she can go, and I'm going to put this on YouTube as well. So I'm on Facebook right now, but I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm coming in here and kind of dusting with this thing. What I need to do is get bigger things of pigment. So I'm getting the yellow right there so that it will look yellow on the hand. And maybe we need to make it look yellow on the toes. Only the toes. This thing fell over. Let's put it between here. Yeah, that works. The toes are on the very bottom. I probably will need to squeeze this. I should have squeezed the cacti tie. There were some bubbles in a couple of them. So we got some yellow right there on the toes. And let's see. Maybe yellow on the, I don't know. I'm going to try on the ribs going down this way. Well, I mean, I goofed it a little bit. It's going to be a little messy, but that's okay. Just kind of get it in there a little bit. So, another thing that I saw, ooh, that one's outside the thing. I missed it. I like to be silly sometimes, but I'm not good at singing. Mostly because I'm hard of hearing. Okay. That's as good as it's going to get. And now this brush will need to be cleaned out really good. I'm just going to drop it in my water and clean the mica off. And get my apron and dry it a little bit. And then lay it here so I can go we'll put it back in there. And I'm going to have to clean it later. So I'm going to set this aside. There. And these, I'm going to have to refill them because they didn't get full enough. And so what I saw is that you need to take rubbing alcohol and spray it so the next layer sticks better. So, done that. I'm going to go ahead and get these pigments into these. I bought some silicone little spoons. They work at getting this with my making of the watercolor. Go ahead and put that in there. Stir with it too. I need to get another set of them because I like the shorter ones better. Oh, I don't need that color. I just did that color. Oops. I have lots of oops. I added some of my titanium white that I finally found into the mica powder that's pearl white. It was getting low. The green is getting low. I really need to go out in the den and look for some darker greens. I asked Mom to go look for the micas that I have already from my soap making days out there. And she come back with a turquoise green, apple green that was empty, and another green, a sea green or something like that. And, well, she looked for the ones that said green. Because they're not all going to say green. Some of them just have a different name for their green. Let's see, get this one back out of the way. And now this one here. I wonder if I can just find the shorter ones without the longer ones. Because the longer ones are a bit... Well, that one's not. The other, the pink one's a bit flimsy. But I noticed the size of the spoon is bigger on the bigger ones. So maybe just another set. Then I have the choice of the size of the stirry thing. I'm going to lay that right there. Oops. Don't want to knock them over, so let me move them out of my way. Got it ready. Now, I'm going to wait on that. I don't know if I want to do one of the greens can have the glue, or maybe the white. I'll do the white. Get to put the glue in that one. I've made lines because I can't for the life of me see this. So we're going to go ahead and remove this thing from here. Remove the lid. And let me see if I can see it when it's pouring in there. Yeah. Okay. Just to slowly add it. Okay, I think that's good. Move my mica. Put this thing back on. I would just rather. Well, maybe I need to get it on there better. Because next time I order resin, I will not use the pump. I will just undo the lid and not have to do this. Well, that's good enough, I guess. Now the pump, put it right there. Remove this thing off of the pump. I don't want to pump it when this is on there. My shoulder is hurting me. I can put that down. And just keep pumping. Because it's slow with the pump. Might develop muscles doing this, but I find that trying to close the pump is messy. And I wanted it, you know, not to have a chance. I don't know if it would dry out. I don't know if you can just leave it with the pump. I need to get it up to the second area where I put tape on there. I put some what's it called? A special kind of tape. It don't stick to my paper too good when I'm doing watercolor. I'm glad I found a new use for it. It's because of my vision is not always the best, especially when something's not brightly lit. I mean, like, if they had painted, if they had made it easier to see the measurement lines on this big, huge container, and I needed to do a little bit bigger container today because of the fact that I'm doing this dinosaur for Ella. I'm going to fill up the other ones first, though. I might go in before I mix them in the thing 3 together and put not quite there. I think I'm just about there. Okay, I'm calling it enough. I'm going to go ahead and put this thing back on and move the resin out of my way. And that's my solution. Those things came for your fingertips, but I find it easier to use the glove for my hands. And now I need to set a timer. And so I need to take this off. Whew. Sweaty today because it's so hot. timer, clock, scroll down, 5 minutes, start. Get my fingers of the gloves ready to go back on. I mean, not so easy to put them back on. Sweatier than normal. And where's the last one? Right there. The index one. It was trying to hide. Try to get some of the wet out. Okay. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, I got my gloves now. Okay, it's fine because I put it for... What? No. Cancel. Well, that didn't go as planned. I don't want to take... Okay, the thumbnail's working. Timer. Pause. Edit. I'm going to dismiss. Pause. It's not showing me. Ugh. Okay. Add. 5 minutes. Start. Okay, now it's going for 5 minutes. I don't know why it did it. I didn't look at it carefully. I need to... It's automatically setting it to an hour. And that's not good. So 5 minutes to stir this together. Anyway, I'm still not seeing any comments. I don't know if Tracy has gotten back from her doctor appointment or not. If she's going to watch the replay or not. On my cell phone, I saw my Aunt Sue come online to watch me, but my Aunt Sue didn't make a comment, and that was when I was drawing or something, and it wasn't for when I needed the whole table to be shown, and I was able to set it up to where you could see it from the sewing machine, but I can't set this up to show it from the sewing machine. The cord on my resin machine is not long enough to do that. So I couldn't use this. I didn't have a cup big enough to put my cell phone into. And I need to go and look for a cup that maybe I could use that might fit, because this jar didn't work. And I thought the jar looked pretty big. And it didn't work, so Next time I'll try to get online with my cell phone to see if I can see comments. I know that Facebook fixed the one where we're the ones watching, but I don't know if they fixed the one where we're making the live video. I think they would rather you post a reel than go live. Because, you know, with them deleting the lives, I don't think they delete the videos you upload, just the lives. So I think that they don't want lives as much anymore like they did for a while. Maybe they decided they didn't like everybody going live. And so the lives, they're deleting already. But I'm downloading them and putting them on YouTube. And then after that, after downloading and putting them on YouTube, I'm deleting them from my device so my device won't have the storage problem. But maybe it's a storage problem with Facebook is why they're, you know, don't want lives. Maybe more people were doing lives. They probably want a short reel, but any video you upload ends up being a reel, even if it's a long video. So, I don't know. But I don't think they like lives as much. Definitely not a Chromebook. A Chromebook, I haven't been able to figure out how to get the software to have it the best frame rate. Because it always tells me low frame rate. And that low frame rate might be why that it's not showing comments and all that. Maybe my Chromebook isn't capable of that. But I don't have another computer. I have my cell phone, and I've tried setting up the cell phone. It didn't work. Next time, I'll figure it out. But for now, if I don't comment to you, I'll comment after I finish my video. Once everything's set up to go, I'll let you know. And so, today we're not using the flame. I found even the mica, even with just the mica, the flame wanted to go woof. And besides that, for these, I was using the rubbing alcohol. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the rubbing alcohol to get rid of bubbles on the surface. These, I don't know if on the cactuses I'll put yellow on the bottom and give it a yellow base. I don't know how much time I have left. 27 seconds. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour this into the other containers. Move these up just a little bit before I get things done. It was 4 minutes that it said you had to stir for. And I don't see any more streaks between the two. Slide to stop. It worked that time. My wrist is itching me. Okay, now. I forgot to put that on there. Hee hee. Oh well. Okay. Lay that down. Really need a napkin. I'm going to clean it off prematurely because I'm not going to be using this to stir the colors. Get it off of there. You can still take it off after it dries, but in this case I'm doing this one ahead of time. Okay, now there are no handles on this thing. better to knock that over now than later. Okay, I'm just cleaning my glove of the resin so that I can get some titanium white in here. With some pearl. It was getting low. I think I need another thing of it. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, I think that's good. It's closed. So, you know, I could use the mica pigments from my soap making days in the resin. Pretty much the same thing. Not enough. It'll be enough. It'll be a transparent white. Now, I like the smaller ones that are no more stable for the spoon area. Maybe it's just this one. I'm going to set the timer after I have them all mixed for 5 minutes to let the debubble itself as much as possible. I think that's good. I think this was the yellow. I'm going to add the glue after I get ready to pour. The glue thickens it where they don't separate. Maybe I'll do the yellow with the glue too. I'll go ahead and add it. Get this started in there really good. It thickens it up a little bit. What the glue does. To where they don't mix when they're curing. I can see it easier when it's closer to me. It makes it look slimy. I think I use this one for this one, yeah. You know what? I'm going to do glue on all of them. I'm just making sure I didn't put too much glue in it. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. I set that down there. That might be why. Oh, darn it. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Oh, that was not good. You get to see me making a mess? I bet you when they make messes on the videos from the other people, they edit that part out. But resin making can be messy. Don't fall. Oh, me. Oh, me. Okay, I think this tablecloth here will be the last time I use this particular one. Set this behind there. I'm trying to, and I need to get the other resin that, at least that wasn't a resin. Get it out of my way. Might have less resin to work with. If I can't get this other resin up, then I'm going to have to use less of the darker green. Okay, I think I... didn't. Okay. Now. Oh, me. Okay. I'm going to have to set this over here. Move that out of my way for now. Pick this up. My rubber, my silicone mat fell out of it. Okay. I'm just going to have to carefully set that there. Pulling this. Okay. Now to try to recover some of the resin from this spill. Because it sure spilled. Set him right there. Move him aside. Side. Okay. Move that aside. Oh, the sticky mess. This is going to be thrown away. The silicone things will stay. This is why you wear gloves. Okay, I lost a lot of resin doing that. I'm not going to put any of the resin, the glue in this one. This little spoon. Where did I? Oh, I put it back there. Okay, I think that I might have to change gloves. I brought 2 pairs in here. There it is. Found them. Okay. I'm going to have to wash my hands really good when I get out of here. When I get this finished and curing. My hands are wet and sticky. Okay. Maybe this will go on easier. Maybe not. Exact like they're wet inside, but I know they're not. Okay, now I'm going to find the 3 that I was going to do. 4, actually. I had 4. Where's the other one? There it is. I had 4. I'm going to have to get a wet cloth when I get done with this. Wet cloth and wipe that off of that. And wipe it off the bottom of everything. Once I have it in here. Let's get this thing back in there. That started to melt one area. So I'm going to get this back on here. This gives it enough height to cure the tall ones. It's really easy to put on here, I think. Yeah, see? I tell you it's easy, and then I have trouble. There. I think it went. Nope. Not quite. Did it go? Not quite. I find the riser not as easy to put on as they claim. Okay, now this one I'm first going to pour into here. Wait, it would help to mix it better. Okay, I'm going to pour it into here. Sit this one down here. I guess not. That was too much. I noticed that this particular resin shrinks. Okay. Now for the yellow. Into here. I have no leftover. Okay. I'm going to do the yellow right there. It has glue. I think I made too much resin. Even with spilling it. I made too much. I was afraid I wouldn't have enough for all of these. But we shall see. Okay. We're going to start with this a little bit, even though he's kind of hard to pick up. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeezy, squeezy. I'm squeezing parts of it. To make sure there are no air bubbles. Put that in the center. That one's out. Maybe I have needed that much. I didn't know if it would. Apparently. Not in the toes yet. Sometimes you can force it in the toes by using some kind of toothpick or pointy thing. And this is pointy enough. I don't know if I have that level, but I don't think I can. Oh well. Hopefully now, I don't have another mold handy. I'm going to try to carefully move him. Okay. Oops. I didn't spill major, but he might need topping off just by a drop. But he might need a little bit more. This one. Here, I know you can't see it. Oh well, I'm going to let it run down. And that one already had enough. Okay, I've used most of this. Now, get these gloves off. And put this on here. Come on, bud. No. Okay, it's going for 4 hours now. I'm going to go ahead and say bye. And hopefully next time I won't make a messy mess. But anyway, going to let this sit for a while the resin cures that's on the table so that I can clean stuff up easier. Bye now. And see if I have comments after this.